It's the morning hustle with L'Oreal and myself, Kyle Santillion. And one thing we love is having guests on the show. Today, we have the biggest guest of all the guests sliding through on us to premiere a brand new song for us, man. Y'all see who it is. It's no wonder, man. Cardi B is in the building.
Thank you. I've been wanting to do your show, your guys' shows for a long time, but we never do one like in person. I want to do it like in person. Where are you guys at?
We're in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, in Atlanta. Oh, yeah. A lot of people think they're like, because I have like a house out there with my man. A lot of people think that I like live in Atlanta, but I don't. Like, I go there like twice a year.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, like I live like at home. Like I live in New York, so.
New York. Okay, so out of all your home, because you have a home in LA as well too, right?
Like I haven't bought a house out there. We planning to buy a house out there because we work there a lot. But like either way, so like it's just like most of the time in New York. Like I in New York. Like
okay, well, you home.
Wherever your kids go to school at, that's where home at.
That's true.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's true. So let's talk about the new single, you and Meg Thee Stallion, Bongos. It's crazy. I know that this is going to be something that we're going to be hearing everywhere. And you and Meg linking back up, that's obviously something that we love. What made you decide to go with Meg on this one?
I just heard it in my head. I literally like heard her in my head. This song, first I just heard the beat and I was like, I love it. I love it. And I did like a lot of parts to the song, but like it just sounded very incomplete. Then I did the whole song, like my whole self, like to the parts that I felt like it was incomplete. And I just felt like it was like a long run-on sentence. So I was just like, it needs dynamic. And like like with the song, my team, like I was like who you hear? Like I always ask my engineer, like who would you like see like that's doing good and this and that. And it's like, oh, we should go this route, like more like of the Latin route. But it's like I hear Megan on it. I hear Megan. They're like, for real, you hear Megan on it? I'm like, yeah, I hear Megan on it. And she sent her verse. I sent her the song. She sent her verse. And it's like, this is exactly what the fuck I was hearing in my head. And I didn't even have to tell her like what I wanted. Like I knew it. I was like, a genius or something.
I love the back and forth when y'all was getting into the back and forth, but let's not forget you on there speaking Spanish. So are we going to hear a little bit, you spitting in Spanish? Are we going to hear a little bit more Spanish when it comes to your records? Are you thinking about doing a full Spanish rap record?
I want to do that. I really want to do that. But like, it's like, how the hell I'm going to do a whole Spanish damn record and I haven't even put out my own damn my whole album. So it's like after my album, like I really just want to get in that lane. And it's funny, like the whole back and forth part, like that whole part right there, it was like me rapping. And, like Megan sent like a verse. And I was like, I still kind of want like a back and forth. So I think like I think I should take off some lines off here and we could like do a good back and forth. And when like I got that back and forth, like we ain't even do anything but like master the song. Like it was just so perfect to me. I'm like, man, come on now, this shit sounds crazy.
And that brings us to another question, because obviously you and Meg have had success, right? You and Offset have had songs together, but when y'all gonna do the Jay and Beyonce thing and give us that, that family album, that whole project, you and your husband?
I need to do that too. Like we really need to do that too. I want to show different, like I was just telling him the other day, like I was like, I want to show like different sides of us, because I just feel like every song that we do, we just do it like so aggressive and like we want to like beef with somebody or some shit. Like it's like, when are we gonna we need to do like our lovey-doveys and like and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, I agree, but like he's working really hard on his album. He just finished his album. So he's focusing on that. I'm about to put out my album like next year. So after that, it's like I could do like anything and everything. I could do a joint album. I could do a Spanish album. I could do everything. But we gotta get this. Yeah. We gotta get this off.
Well, when your tours come up, sometimes Cardi, you sometimes end up with a belly, and I'm not talking about from eating.
I know, that's the thing. Like it's like. I wanna do my album. I wanna go on tour and like I don't know, like in 2 years or so I wanna have a kid.
See, I was gonna ask you that because I know that a tour is coming, but I'm like, are you gonna announce a tour and then you're gonna be like, wait a minute now, I'm pregnant again? So you guys are planning to have another baby in a couple years?
Like I want to have it in 2 years, but you know, sometimes God be doing things. It really don't be us. It really be God. And then you know we be fucking. So it's like we be fucking. So it's just like it just be happening. Like it's like
is it like a certain amount of times a day that you like, I require to have sex this amount of times a day or this amount of times a week?
not really. Not really. Like it just we just be on some. If it happens, it happens. Like if it happens, it happens. Honey, like we gotta get it popping. Like I feel like there's like when you've been with somebody for so long, like and like when y'all both like work, like sometimes I will be in the studio for like 2-3 days, and so will Offset, and then it's just like there's just time that we in the house and we just like playing cat and mouse, like you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it happens. When it happens, it happens. It's like sometimes there's like months that is like more times than others.
Yeah. I saw somewhere where he said he spent about $10 million on you up to date. Do you know roughly about how much you might have spent on him?
I think with Offset, around 6, 7.
Damn.
That's a pretty penny.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because I mean, like, let me just count like the big stuff. Like, I bought him a Lambo, which cost me like 600,000.
Damn.
Yes.
Let's you know, it's interesting too, Cardi, because you have a lavish lifestyle, right? Your family is doing very well. We love to see it. And the amazing thing about you is like you are still so relatable to the everyday person. Like we've seen you post on TikTok, you're shopping in Target, you know, you're talking about going to Walmart, you're cooking for your family and your kids, and people love seeing that about you. What is it about you that it makes it able for you to still be in touch with the everyday person, although you're living such a lavish lifestyle?
You know, sometimes like the lavish lifestyle gets a little boring. You know, when you do something for such a long time, it gets boring. Like,
yeah, really,
it gets boring. Like when you do something for like a hot minute, it's just like, all right, whatever. Like, and you always gonna miss something that like you had or you have. Like it's like I really miss sometimes just being on the block, drinking a nutcracker and getting drunk. Like I really miss that. I really miss like smoking hookah with my friends in a whole hallway. And then like so, and I get sad sometimes like about that. But it's just like, you know what? It is what it is. You have to grow up. Even if I wasn't like successful, like I still wouldn't be able to do that because you're not gonna be doing that when you have kids and everything. So it's just like it's part of growing up. But that's to me is fun. Like you get tired of like playing with your pool all day. Like you get tired of that type of shit. Like it's like I have to be outside. I have to go to the Target in Edgewater. Like I have to do something. Like I don't like being at home. That's just not me. Like it's just not me. It's just not. Sure. It's just some shit is just not in you like that.
Yeah, you still outside though to an extent where you know what's going on, especially when it comes time for your neighborhood, and that's the Bronx, right?
Yeah.
So you've been on the wave of the Bronx drill rap and all that, and you was like one of the first, you know, mainstream artists to jump on that. And I know you got an album coming. Will we hear you do any more drill records?
I have a couple of songs that like kind of have like a drill feel to it, but I don't know if I want to put it like on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's like to me, I love drill. Right now, like out of all like the hip hop sounds that is out right now, like what I listen to most is like drill music, and I practically listen to all of them, whether they beefing with each other or not. I don't give a fuck. Right. I ain't beefing with y'all little niggas, so I'm gonna listen to all of y'all. So that's what I listen to, and it just like it makes me feel like young me. It makes me feel like the things that it's like I was doing like as a kid, and like it just makes me feel good. It makes me feel like so relatable. So, but I just feel like when I do it, it just like I don't want to do it too much because it's just like it's not really kind of like me. Like I feel like I'm a little bit like too much older for that. I don't know. I feel
I can see what you mean.
Maybe maybe I am a little old head or something. Like it just made me feel like it's like I'm a little bit too like.
Picture
Let me
that.
ask you this. So you're talking about, you got the new song Bongos out. You're talking about putting out this new album next year, but you haven't done an album since Invasion of Privacy. You've been busy working with artists. You've been on some top hits regardless. But what's been taking so long in terms of you putting out your own album?
Just different things, different elements, like there was a point like around like 2020 2021 that it's just like, okay, I want to put out my album, but it's like I don't want to put out my album and I'm not able to tour. So that's that. Then I get like pregnant and everything, and I have a baby, and I take a little bit of time off. Then when I come back and I'm like back in the mood again, it's just like I don't really like anything. I'm really like scared to put things out because it's like music has changed so much that it's like, damn, what do people really like? So it's like you get in your head, but like I feel like I'm done with that. Like I feel like I got good shit. Like so it's just like I just gotta put it all together and just put it out. It's different elements of things. It was just like really different elements of a lot of different shit.
So you did say you was gonna kind of chill on doing other people's records and focus and like featuring on other people's records and focusing more on your own. We talking about the new album. We don't know the title of it yet. Are you ready to share that with us at any point?
I'm still debating on the album title. I got like a couple, but it's like I don't know. But I do feel like I just misworded. You know how a bitch talk fast. I talk really fast. But what I was trying to like initially say is like the next record that I was gonna put out, it wasn't gonna be like I'm a feature in somebody's record. Like it was gonna be my single. But like I worded it wrong. Like I worded it wrong. So it's like guys, I'm sorry.
So we will see you doing more features. But what about who's going to be featured on your album? I know there's a few people that we want to see you with that you have yet to collaborate. I just heard somebody asked you about Beyonce and you kind of like stuttered up about that. But what about Drake?
I would love a record. I would love a record with Drake. He's really one of like, I don't really look up to a lot of artists. Cause I look up to the ones that it's like I could see like the success. Like I could see like you can't even talk to them like the numbers he don't really even gotta say nothing. Like the numbers just speak itself. So he's like one of the artists that like I really look up to. But like it has to be like the right record. Like I would really hate for me to put out like a record or give a record to somebody and it's just like doesn't do as big as it is. Like there's a lot of artists that I want to collaborate with, but like I'm afraid to send them a record because I don't want to send them an egg. Like an egg to me, I say an egg like when it's like a flop. Like I would never want to send somebody a flop. So I would be like, or I wouldn't want to send them a record and they don't like it, and then I feel like, damn, they don't like my record. I'm not working hard enough, because that would put me down.
What did you feel about the record that you did where it was you and Kanye? I know it was a couple versions where it was just you, and then there was other where it would be Kanye's, and Dirk, I believe it was Dirk's verse in there as well. Were you not too satisfied with that record?
I was satisfied with the record. I liked the record. I personally liked the record. Like that's why I chose it to be my that's why I chose to be my next single. Like I chose it. I just feel like people kept asking me like for a certain type of sound, and I gave it to them, and it's like this is why I can't really like focus on so much like, hey, do this type of sound, do this type of this. And like it was very masculine. Like I feel like the record was very masculine, and I don't feel like people. Yeah, like I don't think people are used to seeing me doing like those certain type of masculine records. So it's like, oh damn, like if it don't work for me, it doesn't work for me. Like it's like I just like take it as okay, like I'm selling different cupcakes, and if like the ones that they don't like, it's like, all right, like it's just like it's good for me to know. So, but I always loved the record. I always loved it. Like that's why I picked it.
Variety, that's something that you have often.
Thanks.
And we see a lot of the same records though. And I know like when you get to the heart records where you're talking about love and all that good stuff, I feel like that's missing when it comes to women rapping, not just women, but just men too. We don't talk about love in these records anymore. Can we get something like that out of you? Because like I said, you do that well as well.
Yeah, I got a couple of those. I definitely have a
that's what I'm talking about.
I definitely have a couple of those. Yeah, I got a little love for you. I got a little.
You got a soft side. You got a
soft side. I don't like to show it too much.
One of the things I love about you, Cardi, is that you are outspoken. Last time you dropped the full album, it was right around the time when people were talking politics heavy. By the time this album comes out, I'm feeling like the politic talk is going to be ramped up again. And, you know, there were a lot of people that were coming at you saying you shouldn't even be talking politics, you know, with the music that you make, this, that, and the third. I got a chance to hang out with you in Chicago years ago, and I got to know that you're very much into politics and things of that nature. So what are some of the things that you're going to feel strongly about in this upcoming election? And are you going to continue to speak out in terms of like that lane?
I've personally been a little bit quiet because I just don't want to like get frustrated with people. Like people online be pissing me off.
Thanks.
And like this election, motherfuckers better come hard because I don't know. I feel like right now, like I feel like people are really suffering right now. And I already saw this happening like in 2020. Why you even have me you know I'm gonna get really like deep. Why you gotta even ask me this question?
Because I know that it really means something to you. Like we've talked about that before.
It does mean something to me because it's like in 2020, like when like, you know, all the money was being given away. I'm like, yo, I know these motherfuckers are gonna some way, somehow gonna try to get this money back. They're going to get this money back. Trust me. And it's like now, I don't even know how people are living. Like, I really don't understand. Like, first of all, a lot of these companies, they don't have money. They don't have money. Like, I don't know if anybody saw that all these big giant companies fired hundreds of people. And that's because they're not really making money right now. And like, that's big company. Small mom and pop shops are not making money like that. The rent everywhere is out the roof. Like it's like you don't even know how many cousins, how many friends have moved, have asked me for bread, have this and that, and I have to give it to them because it's like I understand. Like it's like what your fucking 1 bedroom is what $2,500 since when? Since when? Oh y'all lying? No, y'all not lying. Like it's really real. Like it's like I don't know how people are living, and it's just like. Our leaders have not yet come out and say the truth. Like, why any of our leaders have said the truth? We are going through a recession right now. I need somebody to say it. Like, say it at your mouth and say how long we're going to be like this. Because there's something crazy going on. Like, there's, like, buying houses, renting, the rates. It's just insane. Like, I don't even know why you got me talking about this. Like I feel a certain type of way.
No, it's true because you mentioned something about I think it was the price of eggs or something like that, or bread, and people were like, you got some backlash because they was like, oh well, why do you care the price of, and I'm like, because it's expensive, and
it's
not only it should be said.
It's expensive, and like me, I spend a lot of money, but I budget a lot of money. Like you might like I budget a lot of money too. I do. And I always like make sure that I'm checking my bills. And it's like, you know, like it's like when you start seeing like in 2020 my groceries was that expensive. What's going on? Like I put a budget in like my card. And then it's like, let me start seeing this receipts. And it's like, oh, shit is really high on everything. Literally on everything. Like everybody is like suffering from hairstylists to nail techs. It's just it's a lot.
Look, we know you could talk about it all day long, and we know that they're giving us the wrap. We got to go, but we do very much appreciate your time. Thank you so much for talking to us. Congratulations on the new song, Bongos, with you and Meg Thee Stallion.
Congratulations on your 12 nominations for the BET Awards as well.
Come on with it.
What? 12 What? Wait, what's going on?
Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, you're in the running. You're 12 nominations you have. You and 21 Savage both have 12. You're actually beating Drake, who has 9. And this was all announced today. I am looking forward to see if you and Meg are going to perform Bongos at the BET Awards. Can we expect something like that?
You're close.
Yeah.
I know that.
The stove is hot. The stove is hot.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your time. We appreciate you, man. We can't wait to see you in person.
Thank you.
We are the Morning Hustle.